Yeah, thank you very much, and thanks for the kind introduction, Patrick, and opportunity to speak here today. I hope everyone's enjoying the day. I know I am. It's a great introduction to the one source system, which has really helped me. So my name's Steve, and as Patrick I think mentioned, I'm a one source personal development consultant and a master NLP practitioner. I'm based in Leicester in the UK. And like Linda, I've been given 10 minutes to just provide a bit of background about myself, my own journey in NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, that is, and also how OneSource has helped me since I started using the system in February this year, so just 5 months ago. So my background, my talk will probably be a bit more emotional. Yeah, I think give you a feel for my own journey and where I've come from. So for most of my working life in the corporate energy industry, I struggled to be heard. I often really doubted myself, felt afraid to share my opinions in front of others, and just felt I didn't belong or fit in, and felt a lot of pressure on this. It certainly took me a while to move past it, but I did, and I now have a very focused goal to devote myself to help enhance the lives of others and guide them towards being the best version of themselves. So I remember a specific memory in 2014 when I unfortunately experienced continuous bullying in my corporate role at work. And I remember specifically there was a moment where I actually said to myself, no more letting myself feel this way. No more feeling inferior. No more putting myself down and letting myself be treated like this and telling myself these things. And without realizing, I actually started to take more control of my life. And I spent years reading, attending courses and exhibitions on personal development and learning the mental, emotional, physical and spiritual aspects of self-healing. And this led to me starting to gain more confidence, look inwards, find my inner voice, for example, through teaching English online. And all of this led to me developing an increased determination to get out of a place where I didn't want to be. And I particularly resonated with the teachings of Richard Bandler, the co-creator of neuro-linguistic programming, with Brené Brown, with Tony Robbins, with Wayne Dyer, and books from Stephen Covey, The Seven Highly Effective People, Think, Grow Rich, the book from Napoleon Hill, and one of my first ones, which kind of started it off, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, by Susan Jeffers. A terrifying yet brilliantly true book about stepping out of your comfort zone and taking consistent action in the direction you want to go. So I started reflecting on the reasons that led me to that point in my life and what was really holding me back. And the reason I say this is because this all allowed me to get to a place within myself where I felt more enabled to manage my emotions and start to change the way I think and feel and learn from the past to become the person I wanted to be. And I remember continually asking myself during my own journey, and I still do, what will be the price of doing nothing? Again, I increasingly realized the cost across the board of doing nothing on my physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being. So realizing that I had the power within me to determine my own life, I reconnected to what brings me joy and fulfills me more and made the decision to continue my own personal development by qualifying as a master NLP practitioner, hypnotherapist, and now OneSource personal development consultant for the sole purpose of helping me move along first. And now my passionate goal and focus is to use this to help others. So a very brief bit of my background in neuro-linguistic programming, or NLP. NLP has always fascinated me, in particular the creation of unconscious shifts to overcome and replace deep-held limiting beliefs, the things we tell ourselves we can't do, and basically replace these limiting beliefs with empowering new beliefs and behaviors. Now, I experienced this firsthand myself, around my own beliefs and lack of self-esteem and self-worth, which I must say absolutely rocked my world and really started my own journey. And now I've learned many techniques and tools to work with people's unconscious minds to deal with problematic and unwanted feelings, experiences, beliefs, and behaviors, and guide them to access the resources and strategies needed to overcome what is holding them back and confidently achieve the results they want. The principles of NLP sit very well with me, and it's similar principles in one source and around neuroassociative conditioning. That is putting the client first, developing rapport and trust, and only going as far as they are comfortable with. So on to the next slide now, if you could, Patrick. Thanks. And I'll just go into a little bit of detail about how the one source system has helped me, which you can see in the points on the slide. So I started using the one source system nearly 5 months ago. Where my relationship with my wife was not the greatest, I'll admit. I struggled to prioritize enough time to connect with her and others. My health and fitness were not particularly good, and my finances were not in great shape. And despite working so much on myself, attending courses, being really qualified as a coach and NLP practitioner, I'd only been practicing NLP and coaching to a small number of clients, and I just knew I wanted to enhance the lives of others and provide this wonderful service. I just didn't know exactly how. And by working with the system, this has also improved, and I have a much better focus now toward achieving this goal. So I love the simplicity and accountability of the one source system and how it guides you, and it's guided me in my own direction and focus in life. The system has helped to change my life for the better, and I increasingly feel taking daily consistent action, completing activities important to me, is helping me to grow into a better, happier, and more effective individual. And the system has also enabled me to bring focus to the weaker areas of my life and taught me how to live a more balanced life, while also tenaciously pursuing my goal to become self-employed and helping enhance people's lives as my profession and guiding them to be the best version of themselves. The consultant mentioned for Sean, assigned to me, he followed up with me daily when I started and still does, motivating me every step of the way, and was completely dedicated to my self-improvement, which I found reassuring, refreshing, and a fantastic help to keep me on track and build my own momentum and keep me moving. And I do think of this one source system taking consistent daily action, very much like Albert Einstein said in the quote, "Life is like a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving." As Linda mentioned, I've met some fantastic people, and we now have a weekly masterclass to brainstorm and connect. And I'm very grateful for this bond we're developing, supporting each other. I'm not sure I quite fit the Prince Charming name for myself, but yeah, I do my best. But the point about the weekly masterclasses is you don't feel alone in growing your business, and I think that's really important, and it only enhances growing my own business, and it's wonderful to meet such like-minded people as well. So some specific highlights and results I've gained from the system are: I feel more connected in my relationships. I'm experiencing greater depth in my relationships due to the daily consistency developing relationship with myself and others and my wife as a priority. So spending real quality time with my wife, to uplifting and being kind to colleagues at work, and taking time out just to connect with friends and family. In terms of health and fitness, physically, I feel I'm taking much better care of my body, consistently sleeping 7 hours, for example, having a healthier diet, fewer takeaways, eating less junk foods, such as crisps and chocolate. In the area of personal growth, I've managed to complete most of my activities daily. It's more of a routine now, including meditation, priming myself through NLP, listening to uplifting motivational talks every day, and consistently doing things to step out of my comfort zone, which can be small or can also include like presenting in front of others. So as a result, I feel more energized and in touch with who I am and the direction I'm going and where I want to be. Now, my weaker area, finances, is slowly improving by taking consistent daily action. And for me, this involves embedding as a habit the daily tracking of my financial spend, the saving by having fewer takeaways, and building up my awareness and knowledge of how to better handle my finances through TED Talks and particularly Tony Robbins' book, Master the Money Game, which I'm reading through. So just to spend a minute or so finishing now, the confidence and increased focus has most definitely helped me by taking daily consistent action through the system. And I fully believe this has helped me in being successful and offered a higher level corporate job in the energy industry where I work. My interview was very good, and I feel use of the One Source system certainly helped that. And this new job will serve me and help me in my own journey to achieve my long-term vision to work full-time in personal development, helping enhance people's lives. And just want to finish by saying I feel the One Source system is a fantastic and groundbreaking system. And just to emphasize, taking the daily consistent action has allowed me to become more confident, develop more skills, and become more effective as a practitioner, coach, and consultant, as well as making changes to achieve more balance in my own life. The systems help me day on day work on my limiting beliefs, take action in my weaker areas, gently step out of my comfort zone at my own pace, and I feel less reactive, have more confidence, better focus, higher energy, as each and every day I focus on my key areas. And by doing this, I realize I'm achieving a minimum standard in each area and feel in a greater state of flow. I'm not putting out fires regularly anymore, as I'm taking the time to proactively design my life and take action accordingly, bit by bit, day by day, consistently. And I'm now a One Source personal development consultant, really grateful for the opportunity. And I'm really focused to do this and also build up my own NLP business full time in the next year. So finally, I'd just like to sum up how I see the One Source system, the simplicity, the gentle accountability supporting me at my own pace moving forward on my own journey in a process that gently builds momentum and supports you along the way. So if you could just go on to the final slide. Thanks, Patrick. This is a quote from Samuel Smiles, which I'll just share. As I said, I believe this emphasizes and really well how the One Source system supports your own momentum and your own journey. So, sow a thought, reap an action, sow an action, reap a habit, sow a habit, reap a character, sow a character, reap a destiny. And that quote's by Samuel Smiles. So thank you very much. And I hope you thoroughly enjoy the rest of the workshop with Patrick. Thanks.